people that are looking for the easy life, when there is no character building, when things are easy, people that seek these external pleasures instead of focusing on their purpose and what they need to do every day to fulfill that. Each day we have to work harder, we have to put more work in. The man that works harder reaps more benefits, learns more from those things, and acquires knowledge. Because the more knowledge you have, the more weapons you can have to always elevate yourself each day. You know, I hear time and time again with people saying that, oh, I don't feel good today, or oh, I don't want to get up. When that alarm goes off in the morning, that early wake up time, when you're interrupting a pleasureful time so that you can get up and start working towards building the best version of yourself each day. And that's when the alarm goes off, it's time to rise, it's time to get up. And that voice you hear that tells you to get up, that tells you that you need to make a difference today by working harder, doing more than you did yesterday, serve others. You know, the thing about life is it's all about getting out of your own way so you can always focus on the present moments. You know, sometimes the alarm goes off and, you know, you think, oh, I'm tired, I could get a couple more sleep. When you start negotiating the non-negotiable acts, the non-negotiable acts are the early morning wake up, the meditation, the writing, the self-reflection each morning, alone in your thoughts, and then that early morning workout, that hard early morning, get the blood flow, pump. You know, I'm not worried about, you know, super heavy weights. I'm just worried about getting that intensity level at that 85 to 90%, blowing through the pain, finding my answers, looking at the right situations to better myself, which is always my weaknesses. You know, you can't look at your strengths and work on them. They are your strengths for a reason. They're your strengths because they come easy to you. You acquire them with less work. But the things that you don't acquire so easily are the things that are your weaknesses, the things that challenge you every day, you know, and you know, you start killing that, crushing those, and building accountability with self, getting self-validation through your actions, and everything positive is going to happen through your actions when you're living your life congruent with your conscience. That's what's telling you to get up in the morning. When you're right. When you have that right and you don't fall for the lies and the excuses. That's why people don't challenge themselves or push themselves, because in their head they've already made up a story that is a lie, and then they never fulfill their purpose. You know, they always have self-doubt, they give up, they quit. You see it all the time. You can tell how a man starts his day within the first few minutes. I can tell by looking at someone. I can feel their energy. I can understand their pain. But the thing is you have to set forth action. You know, I hear time and time again people, they say to me, man, Craig, I wish I had your discipline. Wish I had your drive. You do have that. It's all inside, every one of us. It's to push yourself, you know. And then I get messages and DMs, people saying, man, you know, thank you for sharing your video, or thank you for sharing a post. It really inspired me to push myself and get out of my comfort zone And that in itself helps me more than giving advice. You know, acquiring knowledge and not utilizing it is like not even knowing the knowledge. You have to apply it in your life. You have to every day focus on bettering yourself and doing the things towards your goals every day. Wake up early, get up, learn who you really are. And when you know who you really are, focus on your weaknesses, because who you really are is the person that reacts when they face adversity. You know, it's easy to be happy when life's going good. It's easy to be happy when your bills are paid. But when shit goes south, when things go south, and then you have to really reflect and stay in character, how you react to that situation, that moment in time, is who you really are. You know, I used to always get negative and mad and angry. But now my self-talk is so raw, it's so honest, it's to the point. It's stop being a bitch, stop being angry. Why are you being angry? Stop talking, let this conversation take another avenue. Tell myself I have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and I need to listen twice as much as I talk. And that's a thing. That's my weakness, anger, and, I'm with my daily routine that I do, I close that door so quickly. Sometimes the door doesn't even open up now. I close that, boom, right before it happens. And that's, for me, it's getting rid of all the distractions, doing everything I need to do to acquire what I admire each day. And it's not about acquiring things, materialistic. It's not about those external pleasures. It's about inner peace. It's about finding the true you. It's about accelerating each day to the best version of yourself every day, through the workout, through the eating clean, through the early morning workouts, the wake ups. I throw in ice baths. I'm doing, all kinds of things to push my mind. Heat therapy in the infrared sauna, pushing myself so I can feel uncomfortable, because a comfortable world, a person that's always comfortable, never gets to learn what true life is about. And that's who you are, finding who you are when you face and go through adversity. That's the true you. And then when you're anxious, you're going too far ahead. You're thinking too far ahead. That's a hookup from the higher power, God, the universe. For me, it's Jesus Christ. That's a hookup from Him telling me I'm going too far in the future. I need to stay in the present moment. I need to do what I need to do to fulfill that present moment of time that I am going through. And then if I go too far in the past, you can get depressed. You went too far. It's the hookup. It's telling you that you have gone too far in the past and you need to stay present in the present moment. That's where life is. I read this amazing book, and I'll talk more about it. I want to do a video on some book reviews, and it was called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And man, when I read that book a couple years ago, I realized that the voice in my head was always my conscience. And the reason why I felt bad is because I disappointed myself every day when I did things that were out of character. And for me, it was always like, eating. I would eat something shitty, and then I would be snappy at someone, especially my wife, or maybe a little snappier at my kids, whoever's in my life. They would feel the negativity that I was bringing into my life through my actions, which I wasn't having any control over myself. And that's the thing. When you see a man with titties, you see a man with a fat gut, you see a man that has no control, no self-control. That's baseline discipline. The great ones will tell you, it's not about being jacked. It's not about having all kinds of muscle. Yeah, that's the results of everybody's training, whatever your training is. I don't care if it's jiu-jitsu, if it's karate, taekwondo, boxing, fighting, bodybuilding. For me, it's arm wrestling. It's training with the iron all the time. 37 years. This has been my process. Mind, body, and soul connection. Unfortunately, most of my days, till I reached middle age, now 48, I realized the connection to the mind, that's the important key. I had it backwards. I had the physical. Look at me. Look how jacked I am. It's not about that. It's about your mindset and finding who you really are through the training, through the discipline of eating clean, through the work, through the meditation, through the self-help or the self-reflection, which gives you self-help. But it's all about self-reflection and being honest with yourself and always staying in character and focusing on being the better version of yourself. You don't put your feet up and relax when there's work to be done, when there's things can be done. I mean, of course, we take rest very seriously, recovery, and I'll talk about training, recovery, being in the best shape of your life at any age. I mean, I'm 48. I'm in the best shape of my life, and I keep improving because I keep working harder each day and becoming so disciplined that I see the results, I go after them, and I do what I need to do, and I take the guesswork out. I follow what I need to eat. I keep track of my macros, my protein, my fats, my carbs, and my activity levels. If I'm not training much, because I have a tournament coming up and I'm resting, I'm in rest mode, I don't eat a lot of carbs, I'm trying to make weight, I don't eat a lot of carbs, my diet's a little different. And then when I'm just training heavy or whatever, I'm getting in all my macros, my food. If I'm training 3 times one day, I get on more carbs, more fat, more calories. It's a process that doesn't use guesswork. You eliminate that. So when you message me, send me an email, whatever, and you just say, hey man, do a diet up for me. I can't just do that. I just don't know what you're doing, what your activity levels is. I have to do the training and also the nutrition. It all plays in a part. It's not some kind of template. You don't feel good one day and you do nothing for it the next. You do it. It's a routine. You gotta do it every single day. And that's how you better yourself. And if you're thinking about trying to start and you can't get it together, just do it. Make it now. See this video? Go do some push-ups. Go do some burpees. Go do some squats. Doesn't matter. Like 6 months ago, I never did chins very much. I mean, I did a lot, through my younger years or whatever, but the last couple of years I've been, doing more machines, and then, I got into doing chin-ups, and I could only do 3. Now I can do 30, you know what I'm saying? In just a couple weeks, a couple months, boom, improvements, because you're focused and working towards a goal, and that's what you got to do. And it doesn't matter what it is, how small. The small ones are just as important as the big ones. The small ones are the steps to the big picture. It's all through your process of bettering yourself every day and staying present and enjoying the days and being grateful for everything and everything you have in your life, because life happens for you.